Hello everyone, this is a target video stroke contest giveaway put together by Geek Legion of Doom. The target video is the top 10 singular movie non-franchised film tag, and yes, I would like to be entered into the competition as well, please. And these are my films. So I picked 12 films, so 2 will be honourable mentions and the rest are a mixed bag, a couple of horrors, some sci-fi, some action. So to get started, the first honourable mention is a kids film that me and my daughter both enjoyed, and that's I Am Number 4. This was a fantastic film for me. It was one of those films that left it wide open at the end, and I was a bit gutted that they didn't decide to do a sequel. I think the film did flop at the cinema, but it's still a good film. So that's my first honourable mention. My second one, now I don't know whether I can include this, to be honest with you, is Interview with the Vampire. Now I know Queen of the Damned is supposed to be a sequel, but I've loved the sequel with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. I don't know why they didn't do one, because the film was pretty good. So they're my 2 honourable mentions. These films are not in order, by the way. So my first one is a sci-fi film, which was from a series, Serenity. It was a great series. They made this film. The film was a box office hit, and then they didn't do any more. So that surprised me. So that's Serenity. My next one, number 9, say, is the same as Geek Legion of Doom's, and that's The Last Starfighter. This one still holds up today. It's a fantastic film on Blu-ray. It does need a remake, to be honest. Here's me babe. But yeah, that's The Last Starfighter. The next one, which could have had a sequel, really, Wanted. Another great action film. It was sort of left open at the end and could have done with a sequel. So that's Wanted. Another film which flopped, but I would have loved a sequel to it. Hansel and Gretel. On the same lines as Van Helsing with the effects, but it was still a very enjoyable film, and it could have had a great sequel. Hansel and Gretel. Another one, another sci-fi one, which I would have loved a sequel for it. Watchmen. This was a great film. I think it was ahead of its time when it first came out, and I don't know if people found it weird, but I really enjoyed it. Quite violent, and I'm surprised they never done a sequel to it. Another one is one of my favourites from the 80s. They could have made another one. I don't know if this flopped or what. It was very camp. I think you know what I'm talking about. Flash Gordon. They could have made a few more films with the original cast, but it was a one-off. It's Flash Gordon. Now this one is a brilliant film. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. The chemistry between these two was a joy to watch, to be honest. I mean, they don't even have to do a sequel to this. They could just have Tucker and Dale versus something else. Quite surprised they never made another film together. But yeah, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Another great film which I would love a sequel for, Solomon Kane. just a joy to watch. You know, James Porfoy made a great leading man. I'm surprised he wasn't in. He is in quite a few films, but he's always been sort of like the co-star and not the main star of the movies. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Another film which could have done with a sequel, and I might still get one, you never know. The Guest. Another actor, Dan Stevens, who seems to be in more films as a co-star than the main action star. He was brilliant in this. Yeah, I wish they'd do a sequel with him. I wish he'd do more action films, to be honest, as well. So that's The Guest. And my last film, which I think a few people would also pick, The Burning. Quite surprised he didn't make 2 or 3 sequels to this, make it into a franchise, but he didn't. I don't know why. So yeah, that's my top 10 of films I personally own. So you've got The Burning, The Guest, Solomon Kane, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, Flash Gordon, Watchmen, Hansel and Gretel, Wanted, The Last Starfighter, and Serenity. I'm going to tag one person who might do this, and his name is Sparky Gerbil. He's another great guy who gets a lot of special editions, and he's probably worth checking out. I think you will enjoy his videos. They're quite short, to the point, and yeah, I'm going to tag him. So, thank you.